We want to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Touring and Cruises. Here's something you might not know. Booking with a travel advisor doesn't cost you anything. Disney pays them after you travel. You'll pay the same price you see online, but Touring and Cruises adds an enhanced level of service. Their expert advisors watch for discounts and apply them automatically, even after you book. And it's not just Disney. They can help with cruises, Universal, and all kinds of vacations. Whether you want help planning it all or just someone in your corner if plans change, they're here to help. And yes, they'll wait on hold with Disney 4 hours, so you don't have to. So when you're ready to plan your next trip, head to touringandcruises.com and tell them Rope Drop Radio sent you. Now, let's rope drop.
Helping you navigate the Disney parks.
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
You're listening to Rope Drop Radio.
Welcome to another Rope Drop Radio. I am Doug McKnight here with Lauren Shields. And Lauren, it's an exciting show today because we're talking about some of our favorite lightning lanes.
Yes, I'm excited about this one.
Yeah.
I feel like I say that every week.
You start every podcast with the word yes. So next week, your challenge is...
I'm just going to say no.
Nope, not my favorites. Nope. I mean, it's possible to have non-favorites in lightning lanes, right? I don't know. That's a whole different show.
There
Least
is a different
favorite
show.
lightning lanes. Look at that. We've already blown apart this whole episode, but we're going to stick with it. We're going to stick with the favorites. And yeah, it's been a wild time around here. Busy with fall activities, busy with high school football, college football, all that things. That stuff happening at your house too?
Well, we're not quite heavy into the football like you guys are. But yeah. I mean, I felt like every time you texted me, you were in a different state this weekend.
We did cover some ground and, we had to go to a cross-country meet in the morning, a concert at night, and then a football game the next day. It was busy. And then I posted about, who's your favorite college football team, right? We got several different things. And, of course, I was at the Nebraska game, so Huskers fan here. And then you posted this weird thing with a chicken on it, right?
No. With Herky, the Hawkeye.
Herky? Oh, come on. I just was hoping you would say something nonsensical like that. Herky the Hawkeye.
Whatever. He's awesome. Michelle loved it.
Sarcastically.
I think so. I forgot what she did. I think she might have given me a, eyes crying emoji.
Yeah.
I took that how I wanted.
I mean, see it how you want. I'm sure I made some joke about Iowa not scoring points and the punter being the most important player. So,
Well, every team has their strategy. We're holding on to our defense.
And that's it. All right, there's enough college football. It's a divisive topic right now and always is, but it's good to see lots of fans from all over the country chiming in. So there we go. And speaking of lots of fans, lots of them commented were patrons, weren't they?
Yes. Thank you to our Patreons. We have a new one this week. So thank you to Jamie Stapleton. She's joined at the Caribbean Beach level. So thank you, Jamie, for your support. Thank you to all of our Patreon members for your support. You can check us out at patreon.com. We have weekly bonus after shows where Doug and I are a little bit more unfiltered.
Mm-hmm.
Doug also does the news once a week. So if you want to hear that, people really seem to like that.
And a sprinkling of my opinion. Not much. Just a sprinkling of
I'm
my
worried.
take on it.
I feel like I should be checking in on you on these. We'll see. I don't know. But also we do quarterly gift raffles for Disney gift cards. So you can win a $25 Disney gift card just for being a Patreon member.
Yeah, all kinds of things happening there. Lots of extra content. The after show is between 15 and 20 minutes every week, usually. So you're getting quite a bit more rope drop radio if that's what you're looking for. Another way to support the show without having to listen to 20 more minutes of me ramble is to leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Leave a 5-star review. We will read it on air and love you forever. Here is the title of the review. My favorite from day one. 5 stars by Andrea from Wisconsin. Love the name. It's perfect.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah.
Nice and easy.
A few years ago, when we were planning our first trip as a family of four, I wanted to do it right. I started scouring podcasts to find all the tips. I stumbled upon Rope Drop Radio, and it was an instant favorite. I've tried listening to other Disney podcasts, and they're okay. But Rope Drop Radio is my OG and absolute favorite. I even met Doug in real life at Animal Kingdom last year and geeked out about meeting a celebrity. Ha ha. Keep up the great work, Doug and Lauren.
Oh, well, thank you. That was
Yeah.
super nice. I don't know about
Yeah.
you being a celebrity.
Yes. Thank you for bringing me right back down. I appreciate that. Yeah.
You're welcome. Just
It's
need to
fun
make
to
sure.
meet people. If you do see us in the park, it's perfectly fine. Say hello,
Yes,
especially if our kids are with us.
100%.
That's the best when you, and definitely ask for like a selfie if our kids are with us. 100%.
Yes.
Yeah. They
So
love it.
I got recognized on our adults trip when we did the springtime surprise several times, and my kids were not with me. And so we came home and Jake was like, "No, like people are recognizing mom." And they're like, "Yeah." And then we've gone since, and no one has come to say hello to us, so they think I'm making it all up.
Yeah, you're not really like a C-list celebrity at Disney World then if the kids haven't seen it. So
Dude,
my
I'm not even
kids,
a D list.
yeah, E, eh,
Mm,
F, I don't know. We're getting pretty low.
how low can you go?
I don't know. Z, I don't know the celebrity list, but I guess we're on there. So I'm glad you said hello, Andrea. It always makes my day and annoys my children. So
That's
that's
awesome.
that's the best part. So there you go. That is the Apple review for today. So we're going to talk about our lightning lanes, our 10 favorite lightning lanes after this break. Hey, Nebraska rope droppers! Getting to the Magic just got easier. The Lincoln Airport now offers nonstop flights to Orlando twice a week on Breeze Airways. Every Wednesday and Saturday. Skip the layovers and get straight to Mickey faster than ever. I've flown Breeze myself. It's a great experience with one of the youngest fleets in the sky, flying only Airbus A220s. So next time you're planning a Disney vacation, start at Lincoln Airport, your shortcut to the Magic. And we are back. All right, Lauren, it is time for us to go through our 10 favorite lightning lanes. And what is a favorite lightning lane, you might ask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to define it?
I don't know. There's no real way to define favorite. Favorite is a personal thing. It's my favorite, may not be your favorite. Might be my favorite for reason X, Y, or Z. I don't know. We're making this up as we go along.
We are. Yeah.
We really are. But we're going to give you our favorites, and we'll tell you why they're our favorites as we go. And Lauren, we're each going to do 5, maybe some bonus at the end. We're going to let you start this off, Lauren.
Okay, so just to clarify, we each have written down 5. We don't know what the other person said. Are we having a rule that if the other person uses it, it's out then, right?
Yeah,
You can't
it's
use
out.
it?
It's off my list. Now, I might say, oh, that was on my list, but I'm going to have to come up with another
Right.
favorite. So we can't share favorites.
No. So top 5, but starting with number 5, right? Saving the best one for last.
But then if I have to alternate in a substitute one, then it's
So you
backwards. So I'm
just-
starting with number 1 on my list, Lauren.
All right.
I want to
that's
make sure I
true.
claim what's mine. I'm not letting you
All right,
steal
fine.
it.
So number 1 on my list, because it is super fun and a huge time saver. So not all of these I picked for time saving, but this one fits both, is Slinky Dog Dash in Hollywood Studios. Number 1 favorite. It is hard to get. I will say that. Probably one of the hardest ones to get. But we love it. It's just a fun family coaster. It's awesome to ride. It saves us so much time. It opens up your rope drop for other rides, so you don't have to spend your time in lane for this one. So when I get this lightning lane, I am super excited and happy, and that made my day.
I think another reason this is a good favorite is the queue is outside.
Yes.
So if I'm going to have to stand in something for 30 minutes and I have a choice of outside or inside, I'd rather lightning lane the outside one and then, stand by the inside, right? Not crazy.
And it's awesome when you can somehow, I don't usually plan this out because we park hop a lot, but every once in a while, if the crowds are low, if you can get it at night, I like riding it at night much better with the lights on.
It does have a neat lighting package.
Yeah, but I feel like I usually end up doing it during the day in the heat. So you're right. That's another good reason to get in that have that lightning lane to avoid the heat.
Yeah. So There's one for Slinky Dog Dash over at Hollywood Studios. All right. And then we're not going to really talk about tiers today because when you get your lightning lanes, there's different tiers. There's all those rules.
Yeah.
That's a whole different show. We're just talking about our favorites. And so I'm going to go over to the Magic Kingdom, into
Okay.
Adventureland, and I'm going to pick Jungle Cruise. Multiple reasons it's my favorite. It's my favorite ride. So, well, classic attraction. So there's a plus. Oh, we forgot to say, we're not doing individual lightning lanes.
Oh, yes, that's key.
Big. My bad. So we're going to actually talk about that in the after show. I think I even came up with a really fancy phrase the other day of how we were going to talk about in the after show, but I forgot.
Do you remember the phrase?
You wrote it down, Lauren, somewhere.
I have it right here.
Okay, what is the after show?
Yes, I do. Yeah, so we did not want to include these because we felt like it was kind of cheating, right? Because they always save you a lot of time. They're like the best ride in each park. So we wanted to kind of bypass that and go with our favorite 5 for the multi-pass.
So what was the line that I said, though, about the individual lightning lanes and Patreon?
Oh, I thought we were saving that. You want me to use it?
Say that line. That's the tease for the after show.
We will debate the value of individual lightning lanes.
Yes, there we go. I totally forgot what I said.
I think you overhyped it at this point.
Yes. That's our after show, debating the value of individual lightning lanes. All right, so Jungle Cruise. That's mine. It's a huge time saver. One, that line is miserable to stand by, because it's just switchbacks. You look at the same people 25 times. Nobody needs that in their life. The line is always long at Jungle Cruise, and something about walking past that line with a lightning lane is empowering.
That's true.
Yeah.
Also, it's hard to rope drop because you're competing with everyone.
Yes.
Right. So Fantasyland and Tomorrowland are open up for early entry if you're staying on site. If you're not staying on site, most people are actually going to go rope drop Jungle Cruise, basically.
Right. So that's a great point. If you're staying on property, you're usually not rope dropping Jungle Cruise, because that means you're forfeiting early entry, which, at that point, you've already lost.
This is true.
All
you
right.
know, that one did not make my top 5 or my honorable mentions.
It did, but I wanted to make sure it was mine.
All right, fair enough. All right, so my number 2, we're switching up over to EPCOT. I don't know that this, we'll have to revisit this in a few years and see if this is still in my top 5, because it's new and updated. Oh. So I had to go with Test Track because we love the new version of Test Track. Because it's new, I know we want to ride it more often. It is also a huge time saver. If you're coming from International Gateway, we talk about this a lot. It's really hard to rope drop. So that is a good lightning lane to have, because everyone coming from the front of the park is probably going there and they're going to beat you. But we just really loved how they redid this ride. Everyone had a great time, and you still have the thrill of it going really fast.
Okay.
So that was my number 2.
Might have been on my list somewhere.
Oh, no. Was it in your top 5?
I mean, do I have a top 5, or do I have an idea of a plan? I have a concept of a top 5.
I think you have a plan to maybe have a plan, maybe.
That's kind of how that's how it works up here, guys. There's a concept going on, but yeah, it was there. But it's a great use. The International Gateway mention is fantastic. It's way better to get that than to bank on rope dropping it, because by the time you get there, that ship has sailed. The front of the park people are so close.
Yeah, it's one of the parks where your hotel is really is how I pick what we're going to rope drop, right? Like if we're coming from the front and from the bus, then we're going to probably do Test Track. But if you're somewhere on the Skyliner or like Beach Club, Yacht Club, it's way better to go do Rummies or Frozen.
Yeah, either the Rat Ride or Frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, that's a value, good use. I'm going to cross it off my list here.
Your semi-list?
I got a list.
You said you maybe had a list.
I got a concept of a list. All right.
All right.
Here we go. All right. My next one, we're going to go to Animal Kingdom, where the rides are getting slim pickings, especially come February.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to go with the Safari, Kilimanjaro Safari. This, queue, if you don't rope drop it, it is long and hot. I don't know what they did in there, but they have fans, but I feel like they blow heat. It's magical. Did I describe magical? So I feel like if you're really going to do Animal Kingdom, you have to do the safari. It's the keystone attraction, cornerstone attraction. Keystone makes sense because it's about species. It's the keystone attraction of the park. So I'm going to go with the safari. It can save you a lot of time. Yes, you can rope drop it though, but this way you don't have to.
Yeah. So I agree with you. It's not a ride. Like you don't feel like you did Animal Kingdom unless you went on it, and everyone wants to go on it because it's good for all ages and you're there to see the animals, right? So you want to do that ride. So it is nice to walk in there with that lightning lane in your pocket and know that you can just bypass everyone.
Yeah. It's a long, long, long line sometimes.
I don't think I realized how long that queue was until like we didn't have fast passes, right? Like during the pandemic, I was like, oh my God, this is so, because we always had a fast pass for it.
Like there was one point I remember, like, how are we turning left now at this point? Like the ride's that way, we're going this way again. Like it just winds
wraps around
so much. So yeah, fast pass is nice, straight. The merge point's a little far away from my liking, not gonna lie.
Yes.
Yeah. The merge point.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that.
Merge point placement. Jungle Cruise merge point, phenomenal. Right there. Like where you're boarding. Like that they got that right. Slinky isn't bad either.
Nope.
Test Track, where is that now?
So I don't know what I said this on the previous show when we talked about my trip report. I couldn't fathom like where we came up, but when we did get through the lane, because they don't have like the computers anymore to design your own car. I felt like we scanned and we were right there. It was crazy.
Okay.
Like better than Slinky Dog, better than Jungle Cruise.
Nice.
It was really nice. Yeah. So they fixed that. So that is a good place to tap in.
All right. What is next, Lauren?
So number 3, I went for nostalgia. It does save time. They all do, right? We set most of them anyway. But this one is a ride that my family will not get on with me unless we have a lightning lane.
Wow. So what is this? I know.
You can't. Can you guess?
I can narrow it. Tell me a park.
Magic Kingdom.
They won't get on unless you have a lightning lane.
Because I am the only one who loves it.
Peter Pan?
Yes. Yeah, they will not wait in line for that. They don't want to rope drop it. They could care less if we got on it. I don't know what's wrong with them. It's a fantastic ride.
Nothing's wrong with them.
There is something wrong with them. It's like, do you not have a heart? Like, so I think it just means nostalgia is individual for everyone. So I'm surprised though that some of them don't have some nostalgia for it. Because I was like, you guys used to ride it all the time because you weren't tall enough to ride the other rides. But I don't know if that's still like they're bitter about that or what it is.
Give it a decade, right? Till they miss it. Let them miss it for a little bit.
Yeah. So if I know if we go on a trip and I don't get a lightning lane for it, we are not going on it. So I love it for that.
Yeah. I can tell you that one was not on my list. Didn't even cross my mind.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
The same thing that's wrong with your children, I guess. All right, I'm gonna keep it in the same park. I'm gonna go back to, or not back to Adventureland, but into Frontierland. I'm gonna go Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Oh that's on my list.
Oh no,
you took it, but it's a great ride.
You hate the drop. You don't like the drop, Lauren.
I told you I got over it now because it's a good ride.
So it comes down to theming for you, whether you can handle a drop in
100%, because like Tower of Terror, don't love. I do fine at Disneyland's, with the Marvel.
Okay. So I'm going Tiana's because it's fantastic and I enjoy it, and I am not standing in that standby line because it's never short.
No,
in either iteration of the attraction, I would try to get a lightning lane for this one. So,
this one's hard to rope drop, like we said too, because we said it's not going to be open for early entry. It's way far back in the park, so even if you want to rope drop it, a lot can go wrong walking back there. Where you get held up or people pass you or whatever. So it's a hard one to rope drop
unless you got sharp elbows
or a big stroller and you're going really fast.
Can't slow those down on a dime. So there you
No,
go. I'd go
that's a
with
great one.
Tiana's. All right. What's number 4 for you?
Well, it was Tiana's.
Oh, so sad.
Oh, I
Oh,
know. So I'll have to
oh,
bump up my number 5 here. So going back to EPCOT,
oh.
this is an oldie. What are you going to say? You were laughing at
First
me.
of all, lots of people talk about how you don't need lightning lanes in Epcot, which I disagree. I don't.
I
I
do
like
too.
to I like to skip the line whenever I can. Right? It
Yeah,
still is good. So a lot of people will argue about even needing it at all. But here you have a second one.
I do. Well, it's
Okay.
supposed to be my number 5, but this just because this is an easy one to get, like if we park hop,
Hmm.
and it's a great ride. So I went with Soren.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm just ridiculously happy when we are park hopping. I'm always worried we're not going to get it, but then we always do for the night. It's just a nice, relaxing ride. Everyone loves it. I don't, it can be a time saver sometimes and sometimes not. I think it just depends on how you hit the line. Like sometimes if they just let you keep walking through, right, the tap style, you can get right on. And then
Yeah.
sometimes you get stuck behind when they let the standby line go. So it's kind of a hit or miss with how much time it's saving you, but it's just a great ride. It's one of my faves.
And you're right. You can get it a little more accessible to
At
snag.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a really good ride and easy to get later on in the day.
It is a
Yeah.
great ride. Ah.
Yeah. I can like smell the grass.
Mm-hmm. The elephant spraying you with dirt. Yep.
Yeah.
It's right there. All right. I'm gonna go back over to Hollywood Studios. Back to the same land you mentioned earlier. And I'm gonna do Toy Story Midway Mania. And I know I said the wrong name, but that's what I call it. Toy Story Midway Mania. I just something about that ride I love because I like to beat people at it. And I like a fast pass to get past it. See, I'm using all the old terms for Toy Story Midway Mania.
You are. You just went
Mhm.
retro on us.
I mean, I came when we started going back to Disney with kids was in the paper fast pass era of, and Toy Story Mania was new, and it was the one like you had to fight for that paper fast pass every morning. It was fantastic. Yeah, good times.
Good times.
Good times.
All right. So my number
Well, you got
5.
no comment on that one at all, Lauren. You're just like whatever. Toy Story, like that's a bad use.
Oh, it's
Lousy
not a bad
favorite.
use. So this is what I learned on my last trip that it got ridiculously hard to get now that they have tiers. I used to not have a hard time getting that.
Mm-hmm.
And that one was really hard for us to get. It's not my favorite. Like we'll write it. The game is fun. I wouldn't wait in line for it. I think I'm just a little so mad that I couldn't, it was really hard to pull one. And like we were there like the second week of August. Like it
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't be hard to pull.
Well, you are a family of 6, so that's not helping you either.
No, we had the grandparents. So really we were a party of
Oh,
8.
party of 8. Yeah, that's tough no matter what you're doing, right?
Yes. But no, I like the game. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
you have a fondness for those games more than
I
I do.
do. I do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because I like the thrill rides and you throw up on the thrill rides.
Did you just give me a thumbs down on
Did
accident
you
there?
see that?
Jeez, using weird filters in the video.
Did you do that or did I?
I didn't touch a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was weird. So I just got a new computer because we were having problems with video and my Chrome like lets us add on like effects and I didn't have anything touched. And as we were talking about it,
Did
a big
not
thumbs
like
down.
my
came.
choice of Toy Story Mania.
I didn't press anything. My computer has a ghost in it. I'm telling you.
Maybe it does.
I might.
Okay.
All right.
What is
Number
your
5.
5th? Oh wow, we're there.
Oh, well, Safari was going to be a 5th and that's gone.
Mm-hmm. So sad.
That is sad. So now I got to pick. All right. So I'm going to go back to Magic Kingdom.
Okay. There's lots of
All right.
options there.
Yeah. So this one is newer nostalgia for me because now
Ooh.
everyone's tall enough to ride on it. So
Ooh.
it's still a family favorite just because it's been only recently everyone can ride it together. And that is Space Mountain.
Okay.
So we don't always get up to rope drop. And this is kind of a must do for our family. So on the days that we sleep in, it's doing it again.
Thumbs down. Didn't like it. No. We have a
My
ghost
computer's
pushing button.
haunted.
Oh, dear.
The computer doesn't like Space Mountain.
Nope.
We love Space Mountain. You do not.
It makes me violently ill. So,
Did you
no.
like it before it made you violently ill?
When I was a kid, yeah. Yeah, I did. Went on it back in the day. I went
Were you
on
able to ride it as a kid? It was just when you were an adult?
Yeah, it slowly got
Oh,
worse. Yeah. It just gradually got worse and worse every year. So,
that sounds terrible.
it is.
But it's a
Yay.
great ride, except when I have to get out of it. It's kind of difficult.
Mm, kind of stuck in it. Well, having the lightning lane helps because then you don't have to stand in line as long and you're fresher to
That
get
is a
in and out.
long queue, too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, and then even when you get off the ride, like, I feel like we're walking forever before.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's your number 5?
Number 5. I got a couple options just teasing me over here. So before the refurb, because after the refurb, don't know what that's going to be like. I'm going to say Buzz Lightyear. So that will be, see if it still matters, but that line can usually be a half hour to an hour, right?
It gets stupid long in the
Mhm.
middle of the day.
And
Yeah.
it spills out into the heat because they
Yes.
have the lightning lane line taking up all the space inside. So it depends. But it is a nice lightning lane, usually easy to grab. Because I was going to say my 5th one was always the next available attraction, right? That's my favorite, is the just, especially the magic, is what's available next. Just get the
Next.
next one,
Yeah.
next one, next one, next one. But to put a face with the name, I'm going to say Buzz. But that's all, a lot of times, like, all right, we're looking at what we can do next in the evening. Buzz is there, Dumbo, Aladdin, Small World, like just
Those
whatever
are
we can
usually
get
easy to
next,
get.
right?
Yeah.
Just boom, boom, boom. And I like what's next, and I'm going to say Buzz is the face of what's next.
Oh, very fancy.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So we'll have to say this is before the new edition comes out.
Yeah,
So
with the
we'll have to
refurb,
see
who
after
knows?
the refurb.
Could be better, could be worse, could be the
There's no
same.
galactic hero anymore, right?
I don't know. They haven't really said there isn't, but there's rumors, and I don't know what to believe, Lauren. But
I'm worried for you.
I am too. I just am awaiting the opening date, and we'll find out.
So wait, on your last trip, was it still open?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
What
Got
are you
Galactic
going
Hero
to?
a few times. Yeah.
What are you going to do? Because I know you usually go do that when your
That rope
family's
drop. Yeah.
rope dropping space. Usually,
Mhm.
right?
I rope drop it with all the grandparents and little kids because the parents take the older kids on Space Mountain. And so it's me and the grandparents riding Buzz Lightyear. That's who I'm usually hanging out with at rope drop. I
So
don't
what's
know
your new
what I'll do.
strategy?
Maybe I'll just go eat a cinnamon roll. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to go on Tomorrowland Speedway on my own. People Mover isn't necessarily open. Like, they're kind of
Yeah.
like, we'll get it open eventually. Like, they don't
You
have
could
that urgency.
go rope drop Peter Pan.
I could. You're not wrong. It's a thing. I'd rather do Winnie the Pooh, but because then there's not going to be a
What?
line. Well, there won't be a line. If I go to Peter Pan, I'm going to have to actually like hustle.
What if you're like on the rope, so you know you can kind of get whatever you want?
If I'm on the rope going into Fantasyland and I'm in the mood to hustle, like to get there,
Yeah.
if it's cool out, I'll do Mine Train. If it's warm, probably Peter Pan, just to say I did it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't.
I can still do Winnie the Pooh a half hour later and be fine, right? You can.
Right.
That's a great second or third attraction.
So will your family change rope drop based on the temperature out if you're able to do Mine Train?
They don't
Will they do that?
care. They don't care. It's just if it's nice out and it's before lunch, I can ride Mine Train. But
Have you ever gone and ridden it without them?
Mine Train? No, I don't.
I can't see you doing that unless
Never,
like everyone
no.
was doing it with
I
you.
would do Dumbo before I do that. on my own. Be that weird guy. Like, Mommy, why is that weird guy in Dumbo by himself? That'd be me. I don't know. Yeah, Dumbo sitting back there watching over us.
my girls have a stuffy of the week every week, and this week it's Dumbo. So I was,
Mhm.
they'll be the girls saying, "Mom, who's that weird guy riding Dumbo by
Yeah.
himself?"
It's Doug from Roped Up
That's
Radio.
Doug.
Some people think he's a celebrity. So, so there you go. Any honorable mentions, Lauren?
Yes. So don't make fun of me for this. I know you will, but
You teed me right up there.
I know. Because I know Michelle will. So I had the first honorable mention I had to give, because it is a huge time saver, and I know I'm not going to go on it without one because I don't want to wait in the line, is Frozen.
Mm-hmm. Why would we make fun of that?
I don't know, because she doesn't. I thought you guys really
like
didn't like
it.
that, right?
We like it. It's good. It's well done. So much better than Maelstrom. Sorry, Maelstrom stands, but like Maelstrom was like a once every now and then I'm bored in EPCOT ride to, it was really good. I just don't like Standby because I'm surrounded by a bazillion little children and I'm old and I have teenagers.
We won't do it Standby either.
My teenagers can't handle all the 5-year-olds, right? Like and then when they get annoyed, I get annoyed by them. So like, you got to be aware of that.
Yeah.
That's probably the same thing with most Fantasyland attractions. Like, we like to make sure whatever we're doing there, we fast pass. So okay, that's one of yours. Do you have more? Because we can go back and forth real quick, lightning round style.
I have a few
here.
more. You go ahead.
Okay, It's a Small World.
Not on mine.
Yeah.
That's your Peter Pan, right? Like, that's your nostalgia ride?
Yeah, it's my nostalgia ride. Brings me right back to my brother whining about things. So,
do your siblings have an affinity for it like you do, or is that unique to you?
I don't know. I would have to ask them. I think my sister does. My brother, I don't know. My mom dropped him once. It's hard to say. So, there was one trip. So my dad took my sister and I on Thunder and Space. Splash wasn't there yet, just to clarify timeline. I mean, I was just tall enough to ride Space Mountain, and it was probably shorter back then. It wasn't probably 44, it was probably 40. And my mom went on It's a Small World 5 times in a row with my brother. She said it was the longest day of her life. She will still say this.
Did he want to go on it? Or
yeah,
did she?
He was like a toddler.
Oh, okay.
And he just would throw a fit to do it again so they get back in line.
God
Meanwhile,
bless her.
I'm going on the thrill rides. It was her speed, though. I'm going to be honest. She didn't want to go on the thrill rides. I mean, she was once tricked into going on Space Mountain. That's a story for another day. But, yeah.
We had a similar experience with Luke the first time we went to Disneyland, and we didn't know any better. He was 2, and all he wanted to do was go on Astro Orbiter.
Oof.
Right? Because it's like right when you walk in the park, it was kind of easy to see. And it's like, because at Disneyland, it's not high up. It's right there. And so, God, Jake was like, he like tried to talk him out of it. That's all that kid wanted to do. And I was like, I was pregnant with Gracie. So I'm like, I'm not doing it with him. So Jake, I don't know how many times that trip he rode that ride with Luke, but he was done with that ride by the end of the trip. The things we do for our children, right?
It's questionable. Yeah. What other honorable mentions do you have?
Pirates, just because it's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
We're still a little gun shy on it because we got stuck on it twice in a row. We were stuck on that for like 35 to 40 minutes. And no other time has that really happened to me. Maybe like a few extra minutes, but not like that. It just happened to go, it was back to back. And so now the kids are slightly scared to ride it.
They don't want to ruin their whole vacation, right?
Yeah, I think we had other things to go do, and they were like, and it's just boring because you would just sit there on the boat and you see the same scene over and over and over again. But the last few times we rode it, we did not have a problem, so they're getting better. We
were like that with Splash. We got evacuated one time. It ate up like an hour of our day.
Right.
And they're like, here's a fast pass. Like, yeah, but I mean, one is not making up for what we just lost either. Like,
they didn't care to offer us that when we got off, but
Well, I wouldn't have left without something. So, like a
I
lot of people
think,
walked past the cast members doing the lightning lanes. Like
yeah.
I was actively like looking for it on the way out. So if you do get stuck for like 20 minutes, don't leave without getting some sort of lightning lane compensation. Any
Yes.
attraction.
I don't think right, and I agree, you should definitely do that. I don't think we were paying attention because I think it was like our last
Oh,
ride of the night, and then we were maybe gonna
yeah.
try to do something else, and then Jake and I are like, "No, like, we need to go, it's late."
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
they're also a little bitter about not having time for the next ride. And then at that point, like, if it's, 10 o'clock at night, like, you
Yeah.
just wanna leave, you don't care if you get
Nope.
another free
Ah,
lightning lane or
yeah.
not.
So is it my turn to give
Yeah, I
one?
did Pirates.
I have Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run.
Oh, that's
That's
a good
that's a
one.
good one. Now they have a great single rider line, but this is an attraction for friends. This is a
Yeah.
group event, like group project. You're only as strong as your weakest link, and you can yell at your weakest link the whole time. So it's a good lightning lane.
Yeah, that is one we usually only do with the lightning lane. And then it's like it feels weird if one of there's been times where someone went off and did something else. I don't remember what happened, but there was like only half of us. It was not the same. Like it was nice as a family of
Mhm.
6 to go in there because
Yeah,
it's
it's
built for
perfect.
6 people. Yeah, that is a good one. So I think my last one is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway because that line can also get
Yeah,
crazy long, like starting like before 11 even. I feel like by 10:30, it's kind of building and it doesn't die down until after dinner and
yeah,
sometimes not
late
even
after
then.
dinner.
Yeah.
Now that they're running the show on, the Chinese theater and Phantasmic's doing 2 showings, people are staying in Hollywood studios. Before they brought all that evening entertainment back, the lines died at Hollywood studios really great. Like if somebody goes and listens to an episode from 2 years ago, like don't you shouldn't. Well, lots of reasons you shouldn't, but the advice is way out of date on timing of things because they